Where do we go now? Help me make the right decisions for my family. Dearest father, how in your great wisdom could you ask me to endure this again? Forgive me, my lord. It's not my place to question you. I'm just so tired. Oh, hello there. I didn't hear you come in, Sarah.
Hello, Esther. Please forgive me for walking in on your petition to our dear Lord. I'm too accustomed to having the run of the house these last months since your poor Robert took ill. With the funeral past and life beginning to resume for you and the children, I suppose I should be a bit more circumspect.
Please sit. It's good of you to look in on me so often. I'd be quite alone if it weren't for your kindness. Having left our friends and relatives in New Jersey, I could not have coped without your help since we made the move to Athens, and Robert answered the call to serve as president of Franklin College. You've been such a comfort to me since Robert passed. It's good of the Board of Trustees to let us stay on in the president's house until the new president is called. Given that Robert fell ill so soon after taking oath, I did not expect such kindness.
As well they should have. Robert was the best thing that has happened to the Franklin College in years. I'm sorry he felt he had to travel the state to seek support for that failing school. We warned him not to travel to the lowlands in the heat of summer. His health was too fragile to endure such prolonged contact with typhus.
Yes, he needed to rest before taking on so much. But you knew Robert. He was always passionate about his causes, like the Negro Colonization Society. I'm afraid he was already struggling with his health before we made the move. It's one of the reasons he hesitated to serve as the 4th president.
I did not mean to eavesdrop, but now I'm curious. What did you mean? What are you enduring again?
Have you ever heard of my father, Reverend James Caldwell, of Revolutionary War fame? Or my mother, Hannah Caldwell?
No, I have not.
I was their 5th child. In 1780, when I was 8, my mother was killed by a British soldier. He saw her through the window, aimed his musket straight at her breast, killing her instantly. We hid in the other room with the maid. They torched the house, but we escaped. My father returned home to find his wife dead, valuables stolen, home burnt to the ground, and 9 children to provide for.
Oh, my heavens!
My mother's death became a rallying cry for the colonists, further fueling revolutionary flames. 18 months later, after the surrender, but before peace was restored, my father was killed by the British.
How awful for you, both parents. However did you cope?
We were at the mercy of the revolutionaries. To them, father was an esteemed colleague, and mother was a symbol. Father was well acquainted with people like Francis Scott Key, Henry Clay, and William H. Crawford. They were good men who helped as a way to honor my father. Dr. Elias Boudinot, president of the new Continental Congress, took most of us in and raised us. The Marquis de Lafayette took my eldest brother back with him to France, and General Washington helped as much as he could.
I had no notion you had the acquaintance of such fine people.
We were in very good hands, but we were nevertheless orphans, haunted by the memories of our parents' deaths. When I was of marrying age, and Reverend Finley was presented to me as a potential husband, he seemed like an answer to a prayer. I never dreamed that, like my father, he too would die at the age of 45, the victim of typhus and his passionate causes, leaving behind our 9 children and me to once again depend on the kindness of strangers.
Well, it seems to me you and your family have done well. You've rubbed shoulders with the fathers of our new country. Where is your pioneer spirit? A wife and child of such folks has more mettle in her than you are showing today.
What do you think has gotten me all the way to Georgia? Have you ever had to pack up your entire household, sail on a ship, travel 200 miles in a carriage crammed full with a restless husband, 9 young children, and all your worldly goods? I will have you know that I have made this place a home and I've kept my family fed. But my beloved Robert is dead, and the new president will arrive at any moment, We have nowhere to go. I think I can pause and feel a bit sorry for myself.
I suppose you could at that. Still, the good trustees did grant you your husband's full year's salary and 2 lots of land in Athens. Your sons will have free tuition when they're ready for college. There's talk of starting a girls' school on Cherokee Corners near Lexington. I've been asked to see if you would be willing to run the school. That is the real reason for my visit today. Perhaps your girls could attend. I, for one, would be so thankful if you stayed in Georgia.
That just might serve. I would like to see the boys attend college. James is 15 and will be ready to enroll soon. He's very bright. Of course, he lives in the shadow of his precocious father, who graduated from Princeton at the age of 15. I do have considerable experience educating my girls. I could do this, couldn't I?
Of course you could.
And I wouldn't be dependent on anyone either. We would be in the care of God and our good friends here in Georgia like you, Sarah. We will stay. Thank you for helping me find my footing and see the way forward.